Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation x to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 144. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by taking the power of 6 on both sides. So I'll get x to the power of x to the power of 6 to the power of 6 is equal to 144 to the power of 6. Now from here, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of n to the power of m. So basically, I can switch the places of these two exponents. So that's what I'm going to do with x to the power of 6 and 6. So now I get x to the power of 6 to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 144 to the power of 6. And 144 is the same thing as 12 squared, so I get x to the power of 6 to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 12 squared to the power of 6. So now this turns into x to the power of 6 to the power of x to the power of 6 is equal to 12 to the power of 12. And if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, this means that a equals b. So in this case, x to the power of 6 is equal to 12, and if I take the 6th root on both sides, I get x is equal to the 6th root of 12, and this is positive or negative. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x is equal to 240. So, my only variable in this equation is x, so that's what I'm going to be solving for. And now for my solution. So I'm going to first start with my equation, 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x is equal to 240. And from here, I'm going to rewrite 4 as 2 squared. So I get 2 squared to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x is equal to 240. Now, I can use the property a to the power of m to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m times n. So in this case, 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x is going to equal 2 to the power of 2 times x. So I have this minus 2 to the power of x is equal to 240. And now I can rewrite 2 to the power of 2x as 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. So I get 2 to the power of x to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of x is equal to 240. Now from here, I'm going to let 2 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So if I substitute in y for 2 to the power of x, I get y squared minus y is equal to 240. And now I can subtract 240 on both sides. So these two cancel out, and I get y squared minus y minus 240 is equal to 0. So what I have here is a quadratic equation. And to find the solutions of this quadratic equation, I can use the quadratic formula. So if you guys already didn't know, the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, looking over here, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 240. So I get y is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 240 all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this simplifies to 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 960 over 2. And this turns into y is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 961 over 2. So now the square root of 961 is 31. So I get y equals 1 plus or minus 31 over 2. And now I have two solutions. I have y equals 1 plus 31 over 2, and y equals 1 minus 31 over 2. So my two solutions are 17 and negative 15.